Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the daily spiritual show, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, where you just come to get high vibe, get happy, get in that juicy, good feeling place in life, hear what your next step in life, because part of happiness is having a goal that you are moving towards, even if that goal is an emotional goal. And thirdly, I like to help you build a plan that you enjoy doing to get to your end destination. So I always start this show with a general channeled message from Spirit. So that way, those of you who can't join live, you can still come back and hear your personal message from Spirit. And those of you who are able to join live, I dive into free little mini reads until 11:30 a.m. If we want the show to go after that, or if you want to guarantee that you get your personal read that day, you don't want to wait till tomorrow, you need your message today. After 30 minutes, I do request a encouraged super chat in the amount of $20. And I just want to let you guys know that I have an awesome new program coming up called Reboot. This is for anyone who you need 2025 to be completely different than 2024. No matter what got you out of alignment, no matter how big, bad, scary it was, or no matter how long you've been like down in the dumps, come spend 6 weeks with me. We're going to get you in alignment so that you are in the flow again in life, having that magic sparkle feeling back in life, feeling like you can co-create with the universe. I've got that program open. And of course, I'm also available for personal reads right now. I don't always have time open to do personal reads, but right now I do. So that would be a great Christmas present to yourself. Or you're also welcome to buy this for a loved one as a gift. So let me get you both of those links. I'll drop it in the calendar and then we will get started with today's read. Okay, so about those links in the comment. And Antoinette's first, apparently making it before her appointment. All right, without further ado, guys, let's see what the daily message is today. Looks like that light is just really bright. Is that getting in the flow? Getting in the flow again. That's what we want to talk to you guys about today. Getting in the flow. Many of you are either almost at the vibrational alignment point to have that just gentle flow in your day. Some of you are already in the flow, but you're discrediting it because it's small. Kelly went somewhere the other day and a friend encouraged her to do it. She got the glow in her chest. There was a little part of her that was, okay, was that glow in my chest because that was my alignment and my inner guidance telling me to do it? Or is this glow because I was picking up on my friend's energy? So you could even see that she was in a little place of worry, a little bit of doubt. She drove there. She hit 99% green lights. She got a front row parking spot in a busy parking lot. When she walked in, the lady said, "This normally takes 1 to 2 weeks to approve. Let me go see if the lady's here, though." She ran in and went, "If you're willing to wait 20 minutes, I think I can get this approved for you today." Kelly was like, "Wow, I was expecting it to take 2 weeks. That would be great." She waited. It was approved within 6 or 7 minutes. The amount due was significantly less than what Kelly thought it was going to be. Then after that, her friend called with information she needed. And then after that, a friend asked her to do an errand for her. And then another friend said, "Hey, if you can go here and do this huge favor for me, I'll give you like this in return." And Kelly went, "I couldn't have orchestrated all of that flow. Helping one friend out, helping another one out. One's giving me a gift in exchange for it that's both in like within a within a block of each other." Even though that might be small compared to the flow that Kelly had 5, 6 years ago, where it was $10,000 month, $20,000 month, $30,000 month, $17,000 month, $12,000 month, $16,000 month. Right now, her flow is things getting approved, green lights happening, good parking spots everywhere she goes. All the friends who are doing requests are lining up, and even gifts being thrown her way. If you don't acknowledge that little bit of a grow of the flow in your life, it won't continue to grow. This is what, when Esther translates it, it's called making peace with where you're at. Kelly likes to translate it as vibe number 7, contentment, accept it. Okay, so even though I may not like, this is where you self accept all of your emotions. Again, Esther translates it as make it peace with where you're at. Kelly translates it as self accept, like even though I may not like that my flow is so small and just about little bits of money and good parking spots, I still did like enjoying feeling that flow. It's letting me know I'm in alignment. It's letting me know that I'm tapped back into alignment. And I know that if I keep doing things like alignment, like eating good, sleeping well, meditating, putting my focus on a list every day of 10 things that I notice, these 10 things I find satisfying, or these 10 things are going well for me and I like that. These 10 things I appreciate. And it could be as simple as I appreciate that the sun came up today, especially since I didn't have to do anything to get it up. Anything that draws your eyes to things that are working out for you will help the continue grow of that flow. And that's what we want to talk to many of you about today. Mm, excuse me. Um, yeah, grow in the flow, guys. Woo. Um, okay, so answer this first, made it on time. Quick question. I'm seeing my initials all over the place, which I love. Does it mean anything? Is it like angel numbers? Good morning, Karina. Happy Wednesday. All right, do you guys got any questions or comments on like the general and the flow before we go into the personal read section? And I mean, Antoinette, can you like kind of see how, oh, I like that I'm seeing my initials everywhere. That's letting me know that I can put my focus on something and it will continue to grow. I like this reminder that I'm empowered, that I'm powerful, that I do co create with the universe, that what I focus on, I do get. Kind of see how that works, Antoinette? And so, Karina, how are you noticing your flow in life starting? What are just give me like 3 things that just kind of went smooth and well for you yesterday or today? And Antoinette, I want to hear your 3 things too. This is the very first part, but great message. Well, that's okay. You can always rewatch it if you want, but it was essentially put your focus on how life is just starting to get better for you. A lot of people will dismiss it if it's something really small, like I caught all the green lights, or when I went to apply for something, it normally takes 2 weeks, but mine got approved in 20 minutes yesterday. Spirit was just saying that if you discredit that, the flow stops. But if you keep growing it will soon like manifest to the bigger things. Dude, it's so funny. When I look down, there's not that much cleavage showing. When I look on camera, I'm just gonna lean a little forward. Good morning, Mr. Ripperbeck. Great message. Makes sense. I think I'm becoming more aligned. Yeah, that was what a lot of today's message was about. So, Antoinette and Karina, give me 3 things that are just going, flowing for you. Um, I'm getting better, quicker communication with my friends. That's very nice. I'm enjoying that. Okay, you need to get more specific than that, Karina, to keep the flow going. Because right now, like, I'll try to animate it for you. Yeah, I'm more in alignment, a general alignment. I'm getting more compliments. I'm getting invitations, or the softening of, oh, well, yesterday was a rough day, so it's a little tough to do this exercise. Let's see, but okay, if I'm sinking in, relax and soften my body and feeling into what went well. Well, you know what? I have noticed that I got quite a bit of compliments yesterday, and that was really nice. Just to get that like friendly touch of a reminder that I'm lovable, that people care about me, that I'm worthy of attention, I'm worthy of admiration. That was really nice. And yeah, that's something I'd like to continue to grow. I do like meeting new people. I do like just being reminded by people that I love that they care about me. And I did kind of appreciate the increase of invites. Just knowing that people want to hang out with me, just knowing that I got something fun to look forward to going to. So you just kind of see that little bit of a difference. I forgot I was asking for a little extra money to test my vibe. Oh, that's funny. Today, I don't know if you follow me on like Instagram or TikTok too. Probably follow me on Instagram because I think TikTok's getting banned in the US next year. Um, Today's message was all about money. I do little mini reads over there, so you may want to go check that out too. I forgot. Where Antoinette? Where's the answer to? Where's your answer? I forgot I was asking for a little extra money to test my vibe. Interesting. Test your vibe. I've been receiving a few more sales from my side business. Good job. What's your side business? Good job. Also, a friend paid me to make a wreath. That's cool. That's cool. So acknowledge that. That's the flow. Like, so not only did I receive some more compliments the other day, which felt good, which, did kind of boost my good feeling, my self esteem. Um, and it was a good reminder that life is enjoyed more with other people in it. That was really good, and the invitations were good. I also noticed that I was, like, kinda starting to feel a little more confident in my manifesting skills. So I did a little test, or I played a little game with the universe, and it was, "Alright, I'd like to see a little bit more flow of money coming in." And what I liked about it is I put a little bit of positive focus there, and I kind of got immediate results. I got a few more sales from my side business, and a friend asked me to do a fun creative thing and make a wreath. So far, I'm being surprised and delighted by how the universe is delivering to me that I'd kind of like to see how things can keep going. So I'm going to remind myself what I've done to get into this receptive stage. Remind yourself of what you've been doing. And so I am going to go ahead and craft that time to just kind of gently meditate. And look, I meditated for 1, 2 days and this little bit of flow came. So I'm now committing to doing what I need to do to tend to my vibe to watch it continue to grow. I liked it. I liked making the reef. What you focus on, you get. So that's why it's kind of good to just put this like focus and do this rampage. I liked making the reef. I liked the extra sales and my side business. It felt good. I'm gonna nurture this good feeling within me. I'm just gonna keep nurturing it. And just like a little baby tree, sometimes you gotta put a fence around it so deer don't come and eat it. I'm gonna protect this vibe, which means I'm gonna protect and craft out time to meditate and just write my list of 10 things that I enjoy right now. I want to protect this growing vibe and I want to do things that help nurture it, which means my eyes are going to start being more drawn to things that are pleasing to me, which means I'm going to be invited to things that help me naturally feel better. It means my inner being is just going to start guiding me to things where I naturally feel better. And I'm going to embrace and be okay that including other people in my life does feel better. I have an Etsy shop, but sales have been stagnant, but I appreciate the wins. Okay, let's clean that. Antoinette, where's your comments too? Because I do wanna answer your question. And if you don't wanna do what I'm telling you to do right now, Antoinette, you're like, girl, just answer my damn question. Write that in the comments, and because I want to answer your question, Antoinette. Um, in the meantime, I'm gonna nitpick Karina's vibes. I have an Etsy shop, but sales have been stagnant, but I appreciate the wins. I have an Etsy shop. Sales have been stagnant. I'm keeping that vibration active because that's the truth of the matter. Sales have been stagnant, but I appreciate that I have some small wins in it. You have both vibes active within you. I have an Etsy shop. Sales have been stagnant for quite some time, but, but I do appreciate that I put a little bit of focus on universe. Can you show me what a little bit more money would look like for me? With that little bit of focus, more sales came in. So I do understand the truth. The reality is that I had a stagnant period in my business, and it kind of looks like something's nurturing this to grow. Since this is a new vibe within me about receiving more money and new sales, it makes sense that it still feels a little tender, a little raw, that I don't have full confidence in it yet. But I know that it felt really good to get those sales. I really liked them. It was and then why did you like them, Karina? I really like them. It gave me something that when I was at my day job, it gave me something to look forward to. Ooh, tonight I get to make XYZ. Ooh, tonight I'm making someone's Christmas present for their friend. So I really liked the having something fun to look forward to after work. I really liked knowing that my work of art is appreciated. I like knowing that this is a subjective field and someone liked what I created. I feel valued. I like this feminine creative expression that's coming out. So, universe, if there's something I could do to grow this so I can feel more confident in it and have a more default expectations of orders coming in, can you please help guide me to that? Because of my past and that stagnant period, I don't have full confidence in it and I know I'd like it. But I also know that my job is step one, the ask, which I'm doing right now. Step two is your job. The who, what, when, where, the how is your job. So I'm trusting you to guide the people who are manifesting my art to me. I'm trusting you to give me the steps to take and in a way where I can go about in my day to day life, just live in the flow. And that if I get an idea, it's going to be soft, smooth, easy, gentle on me. It's going to be easy for me to take action on it. Step three is receive. So I'm going to receive the clients with delight, with celebration, and I'm going to receive the next steps and the inspirations and the new thoughts and the new emotions on this topic because I would like this vibration to grow. I'd like it to be nurtured. I liked how happy it made me. I would like to become not only reacquainted with the vibration of happiness, but I'd like it to start flowing through me, to me, through me even more. I'd like to feel better and better each and every day. Just a gentle, slowing, growing flame within me of embracing happiness and feeling good. Just like I breathe air with a default expectation that my lungs will do their things, that my veins and my arteries will do their things, and that the hemoglobin of my body will disperse the oxygen to all my body, and then my cells and my other organs know what to do with it. I trust the universe to help me to continue to grow this happiness vibe. Not only would I like it to continue to grow with money and in my side business, I'd like the vibe of happiness just to continue to grow within me in all areas of my life. Um, Whew. Okay, so Antoinette, let me know if you're here so I can help out. Karina, let me know where you're at. Oh, I wonder if Antoinette got pulled into her appointment. This might end up this might end up just being the Karina show today. Isn't that special and unique? That could be your I was in such flow that I showed up to the show and I got all of Kelly's focus on me for 17 minutes. You could add that. Why not? I put you on my appreciation list, Karina. That's funny. We got Concha in the house calling us, hey, beautifuls. I did throw a dress on for you guys that doesn't show that much cleavage when I looked in. How are you today, Concha? Did we lose Antoinette? I wish I answered her question quickly in the beginning now. I need to get my bangs trimmed. All right, Karina. So just go ahead and give me the update of where you're at on this topic. And Concha, what you missed out on was that today's daily message was all about the flow, needing to recognize and rise it for it can continue to grow and even more. That was a great breakdown. Makes more sense. Just go ahead and write me a sentence or two on whatever area of your life that you want more flow in, whether it's love or whether it's your Etsy shop. Just tell me where you're now at on that topic of Etsy growing. Um, and then I could vibe pluck you some more. And Concha, tell us how has life been working out for you? Just give us three things that are like flowing more in your life. I love purple. Kelly was wearing a purple dress today. I am in the flow of things. That's funny. I, like, put this on and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know if it looks good on me. Is it too frilly? Is it too poofy?" And then I was like, "Something just tells me I need to wear this dress today." So you probably manifested this, Karina. You know who hasn't been here in a while? Brandon. What happened to that guy? I like it. Yes, I'm ready to receive and getting in a better flow of accepting. where I'm at and getting better. Oh, okay, Karina, do you see the filling state difference in you right now? That's that that's that vibe 7. Esther translates it as making peace with where you're at. I translate it as full self-acceptance. Like, okay, I'm at a place where I used to make receiving hard and difficult and stressful. And now I'm at a place where I'm ready to receive, where I'm ready to admit to myself that I want more money and that I'm ready for love. And I do like that I'm starting to get in a better flow of accepting where I'm at and I'm getting better at receiving things. I like that the universe is taking it slow and gentle on me since I definitely have an active vibration within me of being very safe. So I like that it's small wins to start as I can build this trust with this relationship between me and the universe, this co-creation, and with this receiving positive good stuff. Maybe something happened when I was younger or in my past where something good happened and was quickly followed with something bad happened. So I kind of like that. So I kind of like that it's going small. I'm building this trust with myself to receive good feeling things and to continue to allow myself to feel good. I'm building trust with happiness and that it's sustainable within me. This feels good to be at this place of just accepting, like, this is where I'm at in life. And I do love that I'm on the journey of accepting more good and happiness within my life. So, universe, continue to show me how this can continue to grow, how this can continue to grow and be sustainable and stable in my life. So let's go. Help me acclimate to this and create as a default norm to expect this in. And I'm okay if it takes a week or two or even a couple months for this to become a stable default expectation within me. No matter what, I know I'm on the journey of more flow. And I even got another confirmation by the name of the guy I'm talking to. His name popped up on a YouTube video where I manifested the host wearing the color of dress she wore. All right, I'm flexing these muscles. Um, all right. I like doing little rampages. Brandon, you made it! What the heck? We were just talking about you. I was like, Brandon hasn't been to the show in a while. What's up with you, Brandon? Let's see. Last time you were on, you were asking about like a move, right? Wait, are you the Brandon? Karina, is this the Brandon that you're talking to? That would blow my. I don't think so, but that would blow my damn mind. And good morning, Concha. So, Concha, did you have a question you wanted Spirit to answer? I still got a little bit of cough from my cold, guys. Brandon, did you want a little mini read? Karina, do you? You see how you're just I'm at a point of stabilizing the vibration of happiness within me and stabilizing the receiving of more love and more money and this good feeling within me. I always get so busy in the mornings. I only have been watching the replays. Oh, you've been watching the replays, Brandon? Thanks for letting me know. I always wonder. I'm like, am I doing this show? Like, I'm stabilizing my confidence too, guys. Um, well, I'm glad you're able to join live today. Hit me in the comments with any questions you have. And Conscious saying, I would love a general. I forgot my question. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Spirit, do you want a channel for her? Do you want a channel? We do have something to say to Brandon. So, Brandon, take a moment to center, focus, ground, and ask the question to yourself, what would it most benefit me to hear right now to ask Spirit about? Concha, we could channel, we could do a tarot spread. We think a tarot spread would be easier for Kelly with what Concha needs to hear. Okay. Curious what you need to hear now, Concha. That would blow my mind if two people who were like dating both randomly watched my show. Brandon's a real one. Brandon, appear you're a real one. Oh yeah, because he's watching the replays. Hell yeah. Okay, so what does Concha most need to hear right now? Hear, see, feel. Give her the clarity she's seeking. Give her the good vibes she's seeking. Whether she's aware of what she needs to hear or not, her inner being knows, and her inner being and my inner being are talking, and we're going to give her just what she needs. Just what she needs to hear. Well, you're definitely in a place of deciding what's worth your time to invest in. What's you want to be a moderator too, Brandon? You can be a moderator if you want. Hey, Concha, start dropping my links. Y'all, if you want a personal recorded video, Concha, actually, I don't know if Concha has the link for that one. I got the link for that one though. Aw, Ubity Tube is freezing. That's if you want a personal reading. And guys, you can buy a personal reading as a gift to someone if you want that to be their Christmas present. Have a good day, Karina. Concha, if you have a link, oh, did it freeze? What is going on YouTube? Oh, we're back. Okay. If you want a personal recorded video, hopefully Concha has the link for that and she'll drop it. Oh, guys, and you know what else I got? I got my free gifts set up for you guys. Let me get the link for that. That one's kellylunt.com free gifts. Let me make sure that link works. So if you guys want to meet your spirit guide, if you guys want to develop your clear senses, if you guys also want a little free mini law of attraction course explaining all 5 steps to you guys, I put them all together in one email for you. So if you're looking for some powerful spiritual growth, these are all the 3 biggest tools that helped me. And I put them together all in one email for you. So you just click that link, you enter your name, your email address, and you get all of it emailed to it. I made it so that you can download everything so that like you can download it, you could stream it live on the web on the email. So I wanted to make it as easy as possible as I could for you. Oh yes, and I have power hours available. Any problem you want solved, even if you think it's unsolvable, come spend an hour with me and it's solved. Concha put a link for that. Thank you, Concha. Okay, going back to Concha's read. Okay, so Concha, you're definitely at a place in life where you're just wanting to make sure you've become aware that you can't guarantee the future. You can't go, okay, since this person will be in my life forever, this relationship is worth nurturing. Since this client will be my client for forever, this client is worth giving my all to. You're kind of recognizing that like that's not guaranteed and that's not even practical to ask. But you are at a place where you're, okay, I at least want to ensure that where I am giving my all and where I'm giving just my general resources to, time, energy, and money, I want to make sure to me that they feel worthwhile. Do you see the difference in that, Concha? That now you're not about I'm like clutching on, I'm ensuring my sense of safety, I'm ensuring my well-being. And now you're like, I just want to make sure that after I do things that I feel that was time well worth spent and that nourished my soul. Even if it is a free hour that you give a stranger, it's going to be a that felt good to give that person my time, whether you get anything in return or not. That's what this is about for you, Concha. Um, and so all of this, that's like a total rebirth for you because there just used to be on your mind, like, wait, what am I getting out of this? Because you were like definitely very aware of the value of like your juicy good energy and focus when you put it on people. Um, but so the rebirth is like I'm taking control of my life by ensuring my emotional satisfaction, which may not be ensuring that I get what I want from the next person. It's trusting that what I want, the universe is bringing to me as long as I just get to feel good. So like your focus is now more on like your emotional fulfillment in life and feeling good, trusting and knowing that the physical tangible things that you want, car, money, new client, that that's coming as long as you're enjoying life. Like that's the kind of shift for you. So Brandon, don't forget, type whatever question you have. And Concha, I'm gonna do a little bit more with you on this. So tell me what you're thinking. I'm gonna sit out my mother again. Am I being too harsh and supportive? Concha, do you have any little comments before I put my focus on Brandon? And then after this, oh, no one else is live, but it's a show, so I'm gonna still say it. And if anyone else would like to ensure that they get their personal reading today, we have crossed the 30-minute mark. So now would be a great time to smash that super chat button and the encouraged amount of $20 if you want to make sure that you get your personal reading done today. If not, feel free to log in tomorrow. I do this show every morning, 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. So come hang out how you see fit. So Concha, any last little clarifying, and it's okay if you don't have any, Concha. I just want to like give you an extra minute to make sure we wrap up your read before I go over to Brandon. I was gonna say, Brandon, that's obviously really sweet that you're, even at a place of wanting to like make sure that you're being sweet and kind without self-sacrificing, so you're really at that like growing edge where it's, I get that relationships are about attuning to and tending to other people's needs, but which ones do I have to tend to all of their needs or just some of their needs? And if I'm going from being there all to some, how do I move through that adjustment in a way that makes sure they feel good and it's peaceful and what I still can attend to is still good in nature? Like that's just, I don't know. You're clearly a mature masculine energy. So I just want to give you some props for that. Yes, I understand. I feel that. Okay, so what else is there anything more for Concha? She's not really. Yeah, Concha, if you're gonna shift your focus more on emotional fulfillment, you're gonna feel that little bit of energy, just that like bit of energy. Like you know how when we're young, we're like, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that. You're still gonna have that, oh, that's something that's well worth my time and energy. And you'll get that spring forward of energy again instead of the, well, I'll just accept whatever the universe gives me. Well, I guess that's how it was supposed to pan out. So you'll definitely have that like you'll get that oomph back. With the difference is you now have the discernment to know if that is something we're spending your time in. That's one of the key differences, guys, between youthful optimism and Satori. I told you about those three stages: youthful optimism, complicated, and then we get to enlightenment up here. Enlightenment is when you're aware that, like, okay, I can't solve the wars in the world, I can't solve the starving. So it's kind of okay for me to focus on the right here, right now, what's in front of me, and finding the enjoyment I can out of what's right here in front of me. um, and the difference between this and this, youthful optimism is just, let's go do it. Let's go do it. And you do everything. You just pour all your love into everything. And half the time you're like, wait, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it. When you get into that Satori, you're, wait, I know myself, and that is definitely something. So when you give that, it's gonna be when you look back, that was worth it. Okay, so what does Brandon need to hear? Yes, positive masculinity. I'm really starting to appreciate men much, much more and the emotional support they can provide as I get older. Like, yes. So what does Brandon need to hear? I'm really upset about my mother. I'm being too harsh on support. Do you guys want to channel for Brandon? Do you want to pull tarot? We, of course, always want to talk to Brandon, but for right now, where Kelly's at with her little bit of a head cold, Tara will just be easier for her to hear the messages. Okay. And they're saying don't shuffle again. So, what does Brandon need to hear, universe? What does he need to hear to feel confident about himself, to feel good about his self growth that he's going in? What does he need to hear so that he can move forward in life without feeling guilty? Okay. Well, Brandon, this is interesting given like what you asked. Am I being too harsh and supportive? If you want me to answer that in like one word, no. Am I being too harsh? No. Am I being unsupportive? No. That's your one word answer. And now I'm gonna like nitpick the first part. I really upset my mother. Do you see how you're taking responsibility for how they feel? And yes, there is a sense of the longer you're in a relationship with someone, the more your actions and energy do impact them. So that's great that you're aware of that. But there's also if someone like wakes up and is like, okay, my son wakes up and when he comes right out of bed and gives me a hug and has breakfast with me and coffee with me, that's what starts my day off happy. That's them not knowing how to tend to their own emotions. And sometimes I don't want to call it tough love. Here's a story I think you'll hear very well. Let's say it's a father and a daughter, and the daughter just, oh, thanks for the money, Dad. I did my nails. I bought my purse. Well, how much money do you have left? I spent it all. Okay, honey, that's great. But like that $100, I'm glad you had fun with it and you feel good. And yes, you look beautiful. Like 50 of that was for you to have lunch every day at school. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you the $40 so you can eat lunch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I want like you need to save that money for lunch. And here's how to budget. The next day again, okay, Dad, I bought a ticket to the dance and I bought my lunch today. Can I have lunch money Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Honey, again, like I said, I give you $100, so you have $50 for fun and $50 for lunch. Of that 50, 20 should have gone to the dance. And then you have that $30 to decide, is that for fun at the dance? Is that for fun doing your nails? I can't just keep giving you more money every day. You need to learn how to budget. That whole week goes by, Monday the next week. Dad, I bought this skirt. It was on sale. What? It was a good deal. And he went, okay, look, I'm now giving you $10 a day for your lunch and that's it. Was that, Dad, in your opinion, Brandon, being harsh or unsupportive or letting the person face the consequences of their actions? In this case, the dad was, the consequences of your actions are I'm only giving you $10 a day so I know that my baby girl's eating at lunch. He also could have done, so listen, I'm giving you $100 a week. If you end up blowing it inappropriately, I guess you're gonna go hungry at lunch. Dad, I was so hungry. Oh, I'm sorry you're hungry, baby girl. How'd you spend your money? Okay, it looks like you were hungry because you did your nails and your dress and you didn't save any of your money for lunch. I'm curious what you're going to do for lunch at school today. There's lunch meat and sandwich in the fridge if you want to make your own lunch, but I gave you your lunch meat already. Okay, does that tell me your thoughts on that, Brandon, before I keep going? I kind of had that situation once. Okay, okay. Okay, so Brandon, so it's recognizing that like what you're actually trying to do right now is like make peace. And it really feels like your energy is going towards making peace and setting a solid foundation so that when you move, there can still be a positive relationship intact. I mean, I don't know your mom and I don't know your situation, but it does kind of feel like your mom is throwing a little sense of responsibility at you to no, you have to tend to this. No, you're my son. You owe me this. It's I would say your mom doesn't know you're going to move or hasn't made peace with the fact it's going to move and she's still trying to like hold you responsible for something. I'm not picking up heck of toxic energies from her, but I also didn't pull any cards on her, so I don't think it's toxic from her. I just think it's like a little bit of a sense of a loneliness and a little bit of like, well, wait, what do I do? Um, but sometimes people need to flounder a bit and, like, my parents did this, they were like, "Okay, well, our kids aren't moving back home," and mom was like, "Well, I wanna live again. So she's like, "I'm going to church every Sunday, and I'm gonna go swimming twice a week, and I'm gonna go to this meditation thing in town once a week." She got that uptick after she faced that loneliness for a little bit. Okay, so back to you, though, just be aware that So it seems like the way she's gonna best learn this lesson is for her to kinda, like, sit and cry a little bit. Sorry. Because you're not being mean, you're not being harsh, you're trying to make peace and set a foundation so that when you move, there's still a peaceful, good relationship there. And so it is kind of a good time to start for you to start acknowledging the good in this situation for you, which is I do like that I see their needs and what they need and want out of me. And I do like that I'm starting to put my needs almost as equal to theirs. It's almost there. I like that I'm starting to, as I think about other needs, I'm starting to think about me and my resources, which includes time, money, muscle strength, focus. It includes everything. It's not just money, my mental bandwidth, my emotional bandwidth. And I'm starting to go, I could give my mom that support or whoever that support, but I know that will completely deplete me, and then I'm gonna have a crummy day tomorrow. I'm really sorry. I wish I could be there for you. I'm so emotionally tapped out though. Let me check in with you tomorrow. So it's really acknowledging that I'm putting me as equal to others now. It's like you kind of need to put a little emphasis there 'cause that's what's going to help you enjoy life more and help you just kind of have this moment where you're like, oh, I'm so bummed she didn't get the support she needed. And I'm a little sad that I know that there's gonna be a little bit of, like, blaming me at it, and I'm gonna have a little bit of some sort of repercussion to face about this, but, like, "Oh, I'm so glad I took care of myself tonight because I just really needed this Netflix and chill night. I needed my brain to just have that space." Oh, and Brandon, when you're able to get to there, that's when you're gonna find your life exploding with love, with harmony. Yes, you're gonna face a little bit of a, "You didn't do this and I needed you." But the more that you can be in a position of, I'm like, "Oh, I see how upset you are. I'm really sorry. I know what it's like to want support and not to be there. And like, I'm sorry you didn't get the support that you needed when you needed it. I wish I could have been there for you. I didn't have it in me, mom. I was so overwhelmed with work. I was this, I was that. And I really needed to just like relax myself yesterday. But I'm really sorry to get the support that you needed." When you have that sense of like, I'm important, my needs are significant and important too, that's what's gonna be easier for you to make decisions that best serve you, that best help you. And a story we'll share with you is Kelly grew up with a neighbor and a dad who always fixed her cars. When she was out here and she had no money at the time, she was like, "Universe, this light is on, zero money to fix it." When she pulled into an auto zone, there happened to be a guy who came on shift and went, "Huh, I can help that girl really quick." He walked out there, fixed it, and then the next problem that came up, he went, "Oh, look, I can't fix that here. And if you go to a shop, it would be a couple thousand to fix that. Legally, just so you know, you don't need to fix that. Your car's still street legal." And that was it. That was their interaction. Kelly manifested that. Your mom will eventually do the same. Okay. And so it's also Brandon. Yes, definitely striving for peace now. I've made myself less available than last year. For you. Concha. Okay, Brandon, also recognize that this is like a last kind of stand you're making. Um, Give me some clarity on that, universe. Yeah, because Brandon, Brandon, God, you got a world of growth ahead of you once you go through this. This is kind of like a last stand, like a listen. I'm sorry that this upsets you, but I've told you numerous times that that's something that I can't do. And this is like the next step, right? The more that you keep putting this thing on me that I can't do, it's starting to cause strain on me. It's making me feel guilty. It's making me do this. And it's frustrating to me, this situation, because like I can't do what you want. Like, mom, like, how else can you get this need met? I get that right now you're feeling overwhelmed and distraught, but I need you to start being open to meeting new people, to let new people come into your life. Because this is not something I'm ever gonna be able to do. And they're saying, do you kind of see how that's literally putting your needs as equal? And it's like, hey, I see that you're upset, but can you also see that this is starting to impact me too? Like, I love you. I wish I could do that for you, but I can't. And I need you to respect that because I'm finding myself just wanting to pull away from you. And I don't want that. I want a relationship with you. So I'm wondering if you could be open to meeting new people. Like, I don't know what it is. Um, oh, Concha, thank you. Brandon, if that is something you do want help, becoming who you really are would be a really good course for you to be in. There's a do it yourself option or the mastermind option. That, oh my God, that program is all about boundaries and opening up to unconditional love. Oh my God, it talks about relation. There's so much in that course. That was a good course. Um, Thank you, moderate. Concha, homie, high five. Okay, Brandon. So you got your very next step. Now this is your next step after that, which is I need you to see that this is impacting me too. I need you to see me. That's what that course is all about. Because you're definitely in this next phase of your life that you're opening up to, Brandon, as you're kind of trying to get this one smooth, you're opening up to like, I don't even want to say positive masculinity. I want to say positive and proud masculinity. Like, I am proud to be a protector and a provider. That does include providing for myself first and being very selective about who I let into my close circle for me to provide and protect for them too. It's that selectiveness about who you let in, is that youthful optimism to Satori that I talk about. That's you going there. Like I'm at peace with the fact that I, in theory, could help them, but I know that that will throw me off balance and I won't be able to support myself. And I also have my inner circle that my resources go towards first. And Brandon, there's also a part of you that not only wants to embrace that I'm a proud, healthy, positive masculine energy, that you want to start embracing your spiritual side. And so, like, you need a little bit more, not only time carved for that, but mental bandwidth carved for that. And Brandon, do you see how this is why your inner being is guiding you to kind of narrow that one down a little bit? Because it's taking up a little bit more of your mental bandwidth. So not only do you need a little physical time for the spiritual stuff, but right now when you have that time for the spiritual stuff, your brain, your mental bandwidth is already tapped out. That's why you're not hearing us as clearly as you would like. You're not blocked, you're not this. Your mental bandwidth is just tapped out. Okay, and so you're just going through that growth of where you recognize that even though I'm going towards something positive and good and that I want, it is sad and it's breaking my heart that someone else has to go through this adjustment without me, and it does make me sad to think that they may not get this need met in another way. Um, Big king energy. I almost don't even want to say like emperor energy, dude. Um, and Brendan, I want to tell you, like, as a girl who used to be in her 20s and used to have pretty privilege, the first couple times a healthy masculine just said no, I was in shock. I was in disarray. I was like, what? But as I, had my whatever dramatic emotions I may have had, as time went on, it made me grow and become a better person. Like, well, why did he say no? Well, why didn't he want to help me? Well, why didn't he give me the princess treatment that I'm so used to? It's made me become a much better human that I just treat all men now with much more respect. Like, even if it's a friend who's, hey, want to go to the mall? I now give that man far more appreciation, which is all men pretty much want. Appreciate the efforts. I was like, thanks so much for having this fun idea and like getting me out of my house with this fun thing. I love spending time. I love spending time with you. And like even my male friends are more like, oh, you're welcome. And it's just so much more positive for them. So, but just the fact that made me, well, why did he say no? And then it was, oh, well, what does he need out of this too? Like it took me from being very selfish to like now I'm like, oh, men need appreciation. Ah, Brandon, thank you so much. There's a difference though, Brandon. Like when you're 20 and when you're almost 40, there is a difference how men treat you. But I appreciate that so much. Um, and I get it. It's an energy thing within you too. But I also want him to go through that growth too. So there was a period in my life where I was like, I want to gain weight. Like I want to see what it's like not having pretty privilege. Yeah, once I got that, I was like, fuck this. This sucks. What if I was at 230? Now I'm at 180. Oh, so I've dropped 50 pounds. I want to drop another, I want to get back to I got my goals. I'm not gonna say them out loud. Okay, but so you're gonna have that little bit of sadness of, man, I see how they're in that much pain and it sucks. But just know I'm a better person from having men had said no to me, from me opening up to realize They exist too, they have needs too, and male needs are different than female needs. And it's not transactional, but it's a, "Hey, Kelly, that man went out of his way to really take care of you. He listened to your problem and gave you your solution. How can you contribute back?" Like, oh my god. So I appreciate that growth. And so once you kinda, like, move through that sadness, it's gonna reopen you. It's like feeling passionate about life again, and you'll start to get, like, glimmers of new ideas of, "Ooh, I could do whatever." I don't know your spiritual growth right now, so this one I'm kinda shooting in the dark. "Oh, I actually have the mental bandwidth to do that Isis oracle meditation I wanted to do," or, "You know what? This evening I was looking to connect with the Kali energy," or, "This evening I was open I wanted to open up to the Kuan Yin energy." So you're gonna get that little bit of a, "That's right, I am a spiritual being, and I do like that juicy, good flow of spirit throwing through me." And then that's what's gonna get you to the shapeshifter, which is gonna allow you to have the transformation that you want. Because Brandon, all of this is leading you to stepping up to be a little bit more of a spiritual leader. And Brandon, we 100% need more healthy, positive, masculine energy in the spiritual world because a lot of the males in the spiritual field have a little bit of a wound where they do, "Your need is not mine, you need to solve it on your own," versus a, "Oh, Tara's your guide. Oh, that's Callie, right? That's a form of Callie? Or is that someone else?" Um, or like I've seen it, a lot of the spiritual guys, they go like polyamory. Um, but how I see them treat their girls are, "It's not on me. You need to learn to be happy on your own. That's not on my need." It's like, but home slice, if she's your primary, like if you normally call her right after work, you could see if you go 3 days without calling her at all, how that could upset her. Nope, her happiness is hers, not mine. It's like, but she got used to you calling her every day for 3 months. This sounds like it's all about your needs. And now that you found another little plaything, there's a lot of that in the masculine spiritual there. That's your, but you're going to be that guy who's, "I see your need. I see mine. Let me set clear expectations with you." Not saying you're going to be polyamorous or anything like that, but you're going to be that like healthy masculine with like a, "I wish I could help you more. Hey, but you know what? Here's some other resources I could send you to." Or, "Man, I'm bummed I don't have anything I could send you to, but come back to my show next week and like let me know how you did on that." Like that's just, ooh, it's going to be good. All right, Brandon, that was a lot. So all of this stuff with your mom, you should probably bookmark this one or rewatch this because as always with spirit, this personal growth shit takes time. All right, I love you all. Have a good day. Happy high vibe morning. The show definitely went a little bit long today, but those were very fun reads to give. So again, high vibe mornings every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'll post on my community tab next week. We might only have one show next week on Monday, but I am available for personal readings. You can comment if you're watching the replay, and I'll get the links. I'll try to get all the links to everything I mentioned as well in the comment section. But come hang out again. Come book a personal reading. Let me know how I can serve you. Love you all. Bye.